One. Okay. You know when you're ready.
Okay, now 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Shalom.
Shalom.
First, we want to give all honors, glory, and praises due to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rekagadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace to Akim that's doing this work on the four corners of earth. And we're talking about Joe Busy Biden because he haven't put down that pen yet.
Jim Crow Joe.
Yeah, Jim Crow Joe.
Uncle Sleazy Uncle Joe.
Creepy Sleepy Joe.
Kind. And also wanted to bring up how even before he was president, he signed for the New World Order back in 1992. And matter of fact, right here with Biden's face on here, this will be the Wall Street Journal right next to him because and it's documented. You know, and also with that New World Order, it's not just with the vax, but even with the RFID microchip. You know?
Right. Can you see, as you can see on the screen, right, it says how I learned to love the New World Order, right, quoted by Joe Biden. So, meaning he's proud of it, he's glad to be a part of, right, of ushering in, all right, the elite's agenda, all right. That's why he was put in office. You know, and the end game, all right, of that is the RFID microchip.
That's right.
You know, what we wanted to do real quick, we was gonna play a clip, all right, of some things he said, all right, concerning the chip.
Right? This is his words, not ours. So they can't say and we.
Can a microscopic tag be implanted in a person's body to track his every movement? There's actual discussion about that. You will rule on that, mark my words, before your tenure is over. Can brain scans be used to determine whether a person is inclined toward criminality or violent behavior? You will rule on that.
And this is just a precursor. The Apostle Elder Tahar called him the quasi Stigler Joe. Hey, he's the one that's gonna implement the RFID microchip system.
And what I want to do right quick to get into it, I want to bring out a precept right quick because this is the time we're in right now. Revelation chapter 12 verse 12. Rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knowing that he had but a short time. And that's why, you know, Joe Biden, you know what I'm saying, he getting busy. Like I said, he ain't put that pen down yet. I don't think he stopped to use the bathroom yet, you know. And who next up the bat?
Matter of fact, just get the oldie but goodie.
That's right.
This is Revelations 13 and 16 because, hey, we know that this prophecy got to come out before the end. You know, before WW3, World War III. Hey, this prophecy have to be fulfilled before all of that. So we waiting for this prophecy to happen, and then after that prophecy happens, then we know the end is coming. You know, we know that WW3 is right around the corner.
Kick it.
And we're only waiting for a few prophecies, and this is one of the major ones. This is Revelation 13 and 16. He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, let him have understanding, count the number of beasts, for is a number of man, and his number is 636.
So yeah, hey, that's what Sleepy Creepy Joe is ushering in. All right, a system to where, hey, small and great, you know, because hey, you can see what this CVID, right, hoax and all that, right, these different mandates, right, mask and vaccine mandates, they're basically they're crushing, all right, they're crushing the economy, all right, they're doing away with the middle class, All right, and yeah, we're gonna get into a system or a time where it's just the have and have not. It's just the rich and the poor. There ain't no middle class, and that's why a lot of Edomites, all right, that's what they're protesting about.
Yeah, that's what they up in arms about.
And
matter of fact, it was the other day that a 70-year-old came up into the Capitol with a gun with 70 rounds on him, and he got arrested. Hey, he was an Edomite. So if a 70-year-old coming into the Capitol with a pistol with rounds in it, hey, you know something wrong with it.
And
he's right there on the borderline of 1 foot in the grave.
So again, this is an Edomite, and he's in league, all right, with the elites. As you see in the screen, he said how I learned to love it. You know what I'm saying? So he's happy to, right, to forward, right, the elite's agenda. But hey, the hopeful elect, they not with it. Right? We trying to avoid that at all costs, because we know there's a judgment that comes with that. If you are to receive that mark, all right, there's a judgment for that, right?
And you got to play ball. If you don't play ball, you be like Trump. You be on the outside looking in. Hey, they hurry up and get your ass the fuck up out of there. Just like when he got Colin Kaepernick out of the NFL, they hurried up get that motherfucker the fuck out of the presidency. Hurry up, get his ass up out of here. You don't want to play ball? He gotta go.
Go ahead and read.
Yep. This is Revelation 14 and verse 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right, dealing with that thermonuclear fire, all right, that's going to be basically shot over here by way of missiles, all right, on Babylon, all right, Babylon the Great, aka America, all right, that's going to be the judgment, all right, from one for all the wickedness that goes on in this land, all right, by the hand of Esau, and again for anyone, especially Israelites chiefly, that want to side with Esau and be caught up in this philosophy and take that chip, all right, that's the judgment for that, So hey, as we always say, you've been warned.
Hey, the apostles, elders been saying that for the longest, but y'all hate to hear the truth. But hey, the truth gotta hit you in your face.
Yep.
And then you gotta bleed. And we go into the deeper meaning of words. The number 603 in Revelation 13 and 18 is
Strong's G 5516. Chi Psi Stigma.
And that what Elder Apostle Tahar coined Joe Biden, the Chi Psi Stigma president. And we want to key into that word stigma. Because when we key into that word stigma, we get a better understanding of the scripture. And that's Galatians 6 and 17. And that's where we go into that word stigma. Come on. You don't do me like that now.
Blue letter, or you want just the verse?
I'm gonna get in the blue letter because I want to break down that word stigma. Because they need to know what they're getting themselves into.
Well, while you get that, can you go into Jeremiah 51 and 1 and 2 right quick? Because that's going to be a judgment of everybody that took the mark of the beast.
Right, kind of land back on what we just brought out.
Yeah. And that's going to be the judgment right there.
Kind. Jeremiah 51 and 1. Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind. All right, dealing with that nuclear fallout. All right,
I got it.
it says, and I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. All right, basically, right, all those nations you were confederate against, you know, had deals with. All right, NATO and the EU and all that. Hey, all these nations, all right, they gonna come against you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? In that day, you know.
And I want to key into that word mark.
Yeah.
And this, you devil. This is Galatians 6:17. From henceforth, let no man trouble me, for I bear in my body the marks of the Lord Yahweh Shai. And when you go down to that word marks, it's stigma.
Mm-hmm.
Strong's G 4742. Stigma.
And that's the reason why Elder Apostle Tahar, Elder Apostle Gabar, and Elder Apostle Ramla, and all the Elder Apostles of GMS tell us to go into deeper meaning of words. And none of these other Israelite camps tell you that. You know, except the Apostle Elders of GMS.
Mm-hmm.
And the outline biblical usage of that word is a mark pricked in, branded upon the body. Ancient Orientalists, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master, commander, branded or pricked, cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belonged to. There was even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with tokens to their gods.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you know, this is this ain't nothing new. You know, these things have happened before. You know what I'm saying? All right, we have record of these happening before. All right, and when the way you are way to identify, all right, your servants, your slaves, cattle, all right, because that's how they look at the American people, is that you brand them. Right? See, we already have, right, you know, IDs and Social Security, this, that, and the third, but now they want to put that identifying mark within you, right,
Mm-hmm.
to know that you're and lead basically with their program. Right?
Yeah.
To put it.
And another scripture I want to bring out, they want to make it a desired mark, a mark that you got to have. And when you go into Ezekiel, the fourth chapter, Ezekiel 9:4,
Mm-hmm.
and it say, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark on the forehead of the men that sigh and cry for all the abomination done in the midst thereof. And when you go into the deeper word meaning of that word mark, it's, where's that mark? Mark. Tav.
Strong's H 8420.
Tav. A desired mark. They want to make a desired mark a thing you must have. Because if you can't buy, sell, or work without it, you got to have that desired mark.
Now to be clear, right, the mark, all right, dealing in Ezekiel 9:4 is
It's a mark of exemption.
It's a spiritual mark, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning it's according to the knowledge and wisdom and understanding that you have in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? And enduring it to the end. Right? The Lord will bestow you with that spiritual mark, but you have Esau trying to play God
With the
right?
carnal mark.
Yeah, with that carnal mark. You know what I'm saying? The flesh.
Uh-huh. And also, I gotta say this to you false camps out there. It's not a spiritual mark; it's a physical mark. Because you other camps out there, you know, is talking all that BS, going against Pastor Tahar.
Yep.
And that mark in Ezekiel 9:4 is the mark of the Father and the Son name on their forehead.
Mm-hmm.
It's not literally a mark pricked in or cut into their flesh.
God.
So hey, you know,
It's a spiritual mark.
So yeah, that's just a little tidbit, you know, on what's to come. All right.
Esau trying to play
Joe,
God.
Yep.
Mhm.
Playing God. All right. Joe Biden is just another puppet that's designed, all right, to forward the agenda of the elites, all right. And if you are to receive that mark, there's a judgment for that, all right, which is thermonuclear fire.
And it was a guy named Russo, one of the friends of the Rothschilds, Rockefellers.
Rothschilds.
He was one of the friends of the Rockefellers.
Yeah.
And they say, well, if you don't do what we want, we just turn your chip off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they playing God. They
right.
playing games with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because they want to be like they is God.
Yeah.
Hey, they want to tax every dollar, every cent, every penny that you get.
That's right.
That's how they can track in everything that you do with your money.
And just a quick line from Kanye West in that song Power. He said, now one man shouldn't have all that power, basically, all right? Because Esau, he ain't worthy, all right? He don't know what to do with it, and he's the wicked.
That's
all
right.
So that's why he's going to be destroyed.
God.
So, hey, with that, Lord willing, it was edifying. And with that, we want to give all praises due
to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakadash.
All right, double honors to the apostles and elders.
That's right.
Millstone. All right, that ruled well, taught us the truth.
God.
Peace and salutations to the icon that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity.
God.
All right, waking up the hopeful lit. With that, we'll say Kwan Bakiyam.
Kwan Bakiyam. Shalom.
Abba Babal.
Abba Babal.
Shalom.
Shalom.